HanieBCreations, and I am going to do a request video for a pouch bag that somebody commented on. It was showing up in the background of my other pouch bag video. So I want to try to make this as close as possible to the bag that's in the video. And I'm just going to show you. This isn't the color I actually used, but this is the brand. It's Prism. I think I said it right. Prism. And it is a multicolor blue. Now this isn't the blue I'm going to use. I'm actually going to use this one. It's a little bit different. It's very, very similar. It might even be the same, actually. I'm actually thinking that the blue that I used in that particular bag I don't have, but I'm going to do the best I can to make it as close as possible. And I just wanted to show you that it is a multicolor, so it's got, you know, variations. That was the color I used at the bottom. And then I think I used black. I'm almost positive it was black. And I also have a dark blue. But again, I'm almost positive it was black. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I think that I had used in that particular bag, and allow you to learn from this video. And then if you want to make one yourself, you can choose any variety of colors to get that look that you're aiming for. So let's get started. I am going to go back to using this is actually cotton thread, okay? It's the same thread that everybody uses for the friendship bracelets. And then I am going to crochet this with a 2.5 crochet hook. So we're going to start with our loop, and then I'm having trouble with this because it was rolled up in a ball. Place the loop over that main strand, slide your hook in, and pull to get started, and then tighten it up. We're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to single crochet into this chain. Okay, and crochet into the chain. if you're new to crocheting and you're trying this out for the first time, just be patient with yourself because it's very tiny and tedious. And working with the cotton thread takes a little bit of practice. I always stop and just kind of straighten it out. It is going to curl a little bit. It's not a big deal. The thing is, you just want to make sure that you keep it straight when you work back into this section. Okay, once you have done your single crochet into the chain, go ahead and place one more single crochet in this last chain. Okay, now this strand right here, I'm gonna keep it close to my worked area and actually work it in. So this might be a little bit difficult for you guys to see because of the the colors. What we're gonna do is place the hook right into the center of that single crocheted. Just pull a single crochet right on through there, okay? Place the hook right in there. Grab the yarn, pull it through. It gets easier, so this is just the starting point, and it is the most challenging. Okay, right in there. It's not this stitch is I say it every time. It's my own way of crocheting here. It is you won't find it at the Crochet Guild. But that's okay. You know, raw designers have a place in the world too, so. And place it in the center. So I'm trying to work this strand in at the same time, and just want to make sure that it's off to the side and over your hook. Okay, now this last one, just place it right into dead center. And do one more in that same space. Okay, I'm just gonna straighten this out a little bit. Okay, now we're just gonna go ahead and crochet the double right along the edge. Now you've got single crochets all the way around that you can work into, and we're going to work double crochet into that. Okay, the last one is kind of hard to see, but you want to make sure you're placing the hook in the right place, alright? So I'm going to just pull this out for a minute to show you where it is. It's actually right here. I just actually did one right there, but then now the next one is right here, right there at the corner. See that? Okay, so don't skip over that, because then it'll stick out. See, watch. So let's say I just skip over it and I move on to this other one right here. Okay, I'm going to show you what will happen if I do that. You get like this little poof that sticks out on the side of your bag. It does like that. So it's really important that you don't miss those corner stitches, and they are so tiny and easy to pass up, especially when you want to get done or you want to move faster, but just try not to do that. It's right there. Wait, get in for you. Right there. Okay, here we are at the corner. Careful not to skip out on it. There's one right there, and one right there on the side. So just place your hook in to the first one there. And then move on to the next one there. then again, just keep on following around. And it's fairly easy from this point on. That was the hardest part. So like I always show everybody what happens. It gives you a nice little base for your bag. And this is a cute little ombre starting point. So again, if you are interested in making the ombre style, then you just want to, no matter what color you choose, you're going to use a mixed one and a solid one together. And in this case, I'm going to use black. So you can decide for yourself at what point you want to switch over to a solid color. Usually I use one, so it's like one skein of each, and then I'm usually always put the one that I start with, just use the original starting color for the chain, for the drawstring. So I just want to say that if you are making this bag, and we are going to use the entire skein for the first part of the bag. So you will need 2 of these, or 2 of whatever color you choose, because you can make your bags however you want. You don't have to use the same colors that I use or the same technique that I use. You can make the whole bag in this color. But just make sure that you have another one for the drawstring, because the drawstring is about, I use 200 chains to make a nice long drawstring to fit around your neck, or you can do whatever you want with that part as well. That's up to you, but I usually make them pretty long, especially if I'm making them for the kids, because they like to put them around their neck, under their clothes, or on top of their clothes. So whatever. Okay. It is down to the end, so we're going to go ahead and switch colors. I generally like to switch right at the corner, but because we're out of thread, I'm just going to go ahead and switch. Okay. Then pull the black through, or the opposing color, whatever color. And then I like to work those loose strands in. So just hold those up next to the work and make sure they go under the hook like that. Okay, right now I've done about, it looks like it's about 4 rows. And what I'm going to do is um, finish this bag off using this black, or do maybe like another 3 or 4 rows, so whatever comes first. And so I'm gonna speed this up into time lapse. And here we go. Okay, I've done, let's see, 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and now I'm just going to do one final row of single crochet before we go on to the next step. And I usually just go right into it. I don't chain one or anything. So sometimes hard to tell too with the black where I started, but I usually transition at the sides. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, go ahead and fasten this off. Okay, now we're going to take our back to the blue. And this cotton can get tangled pretty quickly. See, but it just probably better to wind it up in a ball first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll continue on. Okay, I've returned, and my yarn is now in a nice little ball, which makes it a little easier to work with. So now I'm going to make a chain of about 200. I usually do about 200, but I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then I'm going to kick it into time lapse so that you guys don't have to sit through watching me chain this. This is 100, and I usually make it double that so that it goes through the bag nice and around, and that it's long enough to go around someone's neck. Okay, that's 200, and what I do is I leave a long tail just to give me a little space in case I decide I want it longer, but usually this is about right, 200. And then also I give myself space for tying the knot. So then what you do is take your bag, start at the corner, and I work through one side. I work through the double crochet. So I always work through 1, 2, 3. And I just pull it through. And then I weave it in and out. It's hard to tell with this black, but so I count 1, 2, 3, and I pull it through. One, two, three. Pull it through. 1, 2, 3. Pull it through. You can also use a paper clip, which is, I just didn't go grab one, but I attach a paper clip to the end and then just weave it through. That way makes it easier. Okay, so now it's weaved through. Of course you want to weave this through. I'm just going to tuck it in here for the meantime, just for the purpose of the demonstration. And then I tie my tails together really close. So that they're slipping out. You think it wouldn't be that tricky, but it is. at least for me anyway. So see how I've got the thread, I didn't get it close enough and it slipped out and now it's knotted. So that's why I leave my tails long, because that way I can correct the situation. So what I do is I just wrap it around again. And I try to get it, tie another knot a little closer. Those of you who are good with tying knots, you won't have a problem with this. I'm just, sometimes I feel like I'm so uncoordinated when it comes to tedious things. See, anyway, so at that juncture, what I do then, I try to do it a little closer and a little bit more careful. So, you know, I am picky about it. Don't think that I'm not. But then I just go ahead and I'll tie it this way. Okay, so what I do then is just, then I hide that part in here. And then sometimes what I'll do is just tie it on the inside. So that that part is hidden on the inside. Alright. There you have it. You can slip your stone in there. And there's your bag. So there you go. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and to those of you who wanted to know about this specific bag, I hope that you enjoyed the video and got something out of it, and that you learned how to make an ombre style pouch bag. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day, and see you next time.